Hello and welcome back to Sunless Sunday, where we sail the Sunless Sea with me, Bardon, and Lady Sakurai. Okay, so we are going to leave Nuncio and McMaster's Haven, and we're going to go down towards the Fathom King's Hold. Okay, so I think maybe go this way, then when we're going to Aestabal, take that would be better. Yeah. Okay, so let's do that. Excuse the coughing. So I'd say I'm really enjoying this recording session. It's always nice when I get to spend extended periods of time on the Sunless Sea. Okay, so if we look there, Terror is 47. So it's almost up to 50, which is where, you know, when you get back to London is where it drops down to. So a lot of our previous voyages have actually started around this level of terror. Now, we do need to go a bit more south, or we're gonna end up on the wrong side of the island before Fathom King's Hold. Okay. Another thing to think about as well with Aestabal is that we are going to lose one crew there when we get the extra supplies, which certainly won't be a good thing. So I think we're coming maybe at just about the right angle. The Promised Sea. All through this place, the song of the drownies lies shivering sweet along the wind. I know there is like an MMO that this is tied to, so it shouldn't really be so surprising that there's such depth to the stories and stuff related to the game. But it's always nice when, you know, you don't feel like the story is just kind of paper thin, or like it's just kind of surface. You know, there always seems to be a lot of depth to the story. Whereas other games you play and you think, like, the story's really kind of just there because maybe the person who made it feels like a game needs a story. Okay, so we need a Z story to go and talk to him, so we can't do that. We shall compile a port report. What would this do? Trade for a white molly flower. It looks like a fish in water and a flower in the air. To drown, you recommend only one if you're going to their cousins at Da Hut. Is that Pizza Hut? Hit shore leave. So we need a Z story to talk to him, which we don't have. Okay, let's get our port report. Those granted audience return dazed, awestruck. The king is not generous, but occasionally he is fair. Okay, got that. Do we really want... So what are we going to do with the Scintillack otherwise? Because we don't have the 7 that we would need. So yeah, let's do that. So we now have one molly flower. It is said you may eat it if you ever need to break the illusion at Da Hut, but be cautious. Okay. Place it in water if it needs reviving. Crush it and bite it when the need arises. It is proof against seeing things that aren't there, which is the only trick they know in Da Hut. A sniff and a jealous song go with this observation. Okay, and should we really permit shore leave? I think we're going to get more terror if we do that, so let's not do it. Because normally if it doesn't cost you something to do it, then it's probably because you're not going to get a good thing out of it. Okay, so let's start making our way towards Aestabal via the route that we said we'd go. So something to remember maybe for the future is we need to guard our Z stories very carefully, because they're pretty precious in certain areas. So we've got here, and then we got like the one that we have in the salt lines. You know, we could have maybe, you know, I'm not sure what we would have got from our audience with the Phantom King, but still, it might have been something that would have been useful elsewhere. Okay, now let's start dropping down. So we're going to go to Aestabal. We're going to get a lot of. Come on, brain, work. We're going to get a lot of supplies. There we go. Third time lucky. And then that can be converted to fuel if we are lucky. But still, you know, we need to be thinking about where we're going to go from here. We are a lot further south. You know, we're so far south that going back to Mount Parmesan seems like a bit of a pipe dream almost. But let's continue on our way for the moment. And again, it's that thing where, you know, the Hunter Z, it's so well designed to kind of pull you in different directions. I'm sure like some people can be very disciplined and say, I'm going here, here, and here, and then I'm going back to London, and then next time I'm going here and here and here, and that's the most efficient way to do it. And if I do it the most efficient way, then I beat the game faster and blah blah blah, but that's not me. And I don't know why those kind of players would play Sunless Sea when it's all about story, it's all about exploring, you know, getting lost and getting distracted, and that's I think the magic of the game for me. But not everyone sees games the same, and that's okay, because as long as people are getting fun out of the games that they play, well then, why do they have to see it the same as everyone else? Okay, so start straightening up now. And now we enter the calumnies. There is a wild and glorious scent in the air, a kind of light. Why do sailors fear this place? Probably because we're gonna lose someone in the lights. Blue lightning crawls leisurely up the funnel. Saint Erasmus dancing, the cry goes up. Okay, and we need to get lucky here. Okay, so a matter of luck. We were fortunate. Beautiful. Thank you. And on we go. But that did do a lot to our terror, though. When we got desperate measures, it's not good. Terror does fly up rather swiftly. Okay, now let's go here and let's dock. Let's go Aestabal. Let's fill our Right, do things in the right order. So that means port to port. Okay, then gather supplies. Okay, lose one crew. That was expected. Okay, then fill our mirror catch box. Okay, now desperate measures. Let's see how many we can actually convert. Okay, there we go. It's good. And then, oh, it's not what we wanted. Oh, we can't. Yeah, we can't do it until we're lower again. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave and come back. Because I believe we have enough space to gather again. So we'll keep close to shore. Because we don't want our terror creeping up. And once we get to maybe the S in Cobb's Way, it's probably time to turn around. Let's start doing that. Okay, and then down we come. Okay, we're just waiting for the ding now. Ding-a-ding-a-ling. Are we ready? There we go. And then dive into the port. Leslie's Harbour. Okay. So gather some supplies. There we go. So we got 9 more supplies. We didn't actually lose someone this time. Breadfruit, sugarcane, coconut, soft-shelled crabs, and plump birds, too stupid to know a hungry sailor from a tree. Isabel is ripe with treasures, unknown to the neat. Fill your hold. Okay, there we go. So then what's our hold like anyway? Yeah, we can actually do this one more time. And we're going to, because that will then extend our voyage much further. Okay, so there we go. Fortunate. Nice. Right, so last time we went to the S in Cobb's Way and turned around. So let's go to the Y at the end of Way. And that's probably about right. It's looking someone painted these massive letters on the sea for us to navigate by, isn't it? Ding-a-ling-a-ling. There we go. Gather supplies. Got 10 supplies. Okay. So, yeah. That's pretty much where we want to be right now. We now have that full. So I think we can sell that, can't we? Somewhere. God knows where, but somewhere. Now. So if we go down here. So straight across here. We won't go to the chalet because we want to go there when we can actually do the thing that the guy wants us to do there, which I think we have to bring him a hunting trophy, and then when we go there we will get those two hopefully. But we shall come across here to the Reef of Roses, then across the Visage, then up around this way, and then try to get through here and here, and then basically do Guider's Morn and Abbey's Rock, Shepherd's Isle, and then across to the Salt Lines, and then that's probably us going back to London from there. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so let's put that plan into action then. So So off we pop. About that angle. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think that's about right. Of course, in this part of the sea, you always get something that decides that you need to go somewhere else. Okay, let's try that. Okay, we're unlucky. Let's try again. We're unlucky. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we're still going to be hurting, I think, for fuel and supplies by the time that we get home. Just by virtue of the fact that we're not going to get lucky every time. And even if we did have, say looking at it now, the optimal would be 14 fuel and 7 supplies. We'd still struggle to get home on that, I think, given how ambitious we're being with where we want to go. Home, warmly lit windows, company peace. Thoughts of home come at the strangest times. Maybe, is that like the, well, that was the something awaits, I know that, but what I'm wondering is, similar to something awaits, is that something where if you're at sea for a certain amount of time, or away from London for a certain amount of time, that it, like that triggers? Okay, we're being very unlucky. There we go. We're not even getting the 50-50 that you would expect from that, but you know, that is probability for you. Just because it's 50-50 doesn't mean every second one is going to be okay. Yeah, we're going at pretty much the right angle now. The false stars above are feral, amber, like tiger's eyes. Stamford's Expanse, named for one who lost his child to cats. Very nice. Luminescent beast like eyeless dolphins play in your wake. Yeah, we'll stay in the wake, guys. Don't come near us. We'll get desperate measures pretty soon again. Do we need to correct to the south? No, we're okay. Okay, Reef of Roses. Okay, there we go. There's desperate measures. We better. Yeah, unlucky again. Look. There we go. Okay, we got our fuel. We're gonna get within land here, within sight of land, which will stop our fear climbing so much, which is good because it is getting to a point where it's going to be out of hand pretty soon. Okay. Wait, so is this a port or not? Is that an underwater thing? It probably is, isn't it? See that? You can tell us. Yeah, something underwater. Check the map then. Right, so down to the Isle of Cats then, I guess, is where we're going. Oh wow, that guy is really steaming. So we're gonna steam ourselves. If he decides to cut across us, no he didn't, okay good. Let's back off because we are wasting fuel. Oh, hang on, no don't back off. Okay, maybe do. Oh no, don't. Don't. Get in. Yes! Screw you guys. How is the adventurer still a rubbery man? He isn't. Are you quite sure? The lady of the cages rubs her cheek. Maybe that part comes later. I shall make I shall have to make a note. Hand her the medallion. Urchins? Again? I'll tell the sisters to prepare the bath. Okay. So again, so what is this from? I'm not sure. We obviously did something. I'm not sure what it's from. I'll have to do a reward sent to your ship. Don't worry. I asked the sisters to pick. I can't seem to remember what's edible and what isn't these days. Zyra gives a sudden start and demands, "Can you fry wine and batter?" I don't see why not. She stalks hurriedly out of the room, muttering about asking the abbess. So we got 3 casks of mushroom wine. We gained 2 supplies. We got 500 echoes. An occurrence, your Isle of Cass Lady Cage patronage quality is now 4. We no longer have any of this. Venturer's medallion. Okay, that's obviously something we got in the past and I forgot about. And we got 5 casket of sapphires. Hopefully we don't have to toss anything overboard. No, we don't. Okay, so we were very lucky there, I think. Okay, so we got mushroom wine. We needed that somewhere to get a port, but I'm not sure where. Maybe it was... Something's telling me it was up in the northeast somewhere. Maybe where we went after item. Okay, so shops, we could buy some fuel. It probably wouldn't hurt us to spend 60 echoes on a little bit of fuel. Okay, tending the rose garden. Okay. Before you is a garden washed with blood, a sea of petaled crimson. They say these particular exiled roses are all of a variety crossbred with a flower from hell. That will explain the stench of brimstone underneath the sweetness. Winding paths lead to irregular rows of cages, each covered in tangles of thorn and vine. Some of the prisoners inside the cages call out to you. Others mutter to themselves or weep. A few simply stare hopeless and silent. Good, you're here! Zyra snips a rose head with her shears. I'd like a new addition to the garden. Could I borrow one of your crew? Well, have one, really? I doubt you'd want them back after. Okay, so... Wow, we need 10 free spaces. So let's do that at another time. Port Cavendish. Okay, so what we're going to do here, let's get a port report. Though the Isle seems at present beyond the reach of the Admiralty's laws, that does not mean that the Admiralty lacks interest in their activities. You spend half a day observing the docks and note an astonishing number and variety of ships. Was that a carnate trimaran nestled beside a vessel from the Iron Republic? The dockhands complain loudly that they have never been busier. The caddies talk ceaselessly and carelessly about smuggling and piracy, but even the most hardened sailors lower their voices when they mention the king. They go even quieter when they talk about the Rose Garden. You make careful notes. Perhaps the Admiralty will understand what they mean, even if you don't. Okay? And then, what else should we do? Sell sunlight. %22 chance. I kind of want to do it. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save and give it a try. well, basically do it until we succeed. Okay, failed. So let's try again. I wonder how many turns it tries it'll take. I'm guessing 3, but guessing doesn't always work that well, is it? Oh, there we go. It took 2. Yes, I'll pay. What is it? Quickly. You wait outside while your customer basks in the sunlight. Once it starts to fade, you re-enter the room and retrieve your box. You succeed in the Veil Challenge. Okay, so we got 400 echoes for that, and we now have 1 empty mirror catch box. Okay, cool. So now, well, first thing to check is, oh, we're actually out of time. That's the main thing to check. Okay, so for now, that is it from me, and I really do hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider hitting that like button, sharing with a friend or two, or on your favorite social media, and I hope to see all of you next time. Goodbye. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, maybe you'll hit the subscribe button there on the right, and check out some other videos here on the left.